the coach. You're locked into the NFL on EA Sports. Up next, we've got a good one on tap between the visiting Arizona Cardinals and the Indianapolis Colts. I'll have scores around the league for you at the half, but it's time for a little football. So we'll hand it over to our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, thanks, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Arizona Cardinals and the Indianapolis Colts. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Godden. And Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So the Colts now coming out for their opening drive.
I thought in last week's game, he found a way to win like a good pitcher without his best stuff. I mean, he did throw 2 interceptions, offset by 1 touchdown pass. Not the ratio, not the numbers you're really looking for as a QB.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Luck. He'll find Paris Campbell. That's complete. A shotgun snap for Luck. Got an open man. That's Campbell. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 47. Quick throw here to Hilton. To the air again. Luck. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Out in the backfield for 5 sacks. Setting the tone there, one on the opening drive.
And it sets the tone for the opposing team, doesn't it? Remember when you were a kid and you went to the theater and saw that horror movie and it stuck with you for a while and you were a little bit jumpy? Well, if you saw 5 sacks the previous week and you're the quarterback, you might be a little jumpy as well. It might throw off his timing.
Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 27. Starting the drive with Snell. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. They fake the handoff. Now Murray. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee.
Hands got caught in the cookie jar on that one, and the flag came out. Penalty against him.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Finding some room at midfield. Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Cardinals. A big play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive.
Brandon, my man, just 1 sentence for that one. Clinic.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. From the gun on 3rd down, Luck. And he gets it to Funchess, complete. On 1st and 10, Luck. It's caught by Funchess. Give the Colts 13 yards and a first down. Here's Luck. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up and will take over at the 30-yard line. They'll run on first down. Bond. On second down now. Snell. Yeah, that play is blown up.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
This pass complete. Murray to Seals Jones. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. They'll run it now out of the gun. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. On play action, it's Murray. And a quick throw here, that's complete. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he won't be close to a first down at Cardinal football here to start quarter number 2. They are, however, facing a 4th down situation. Murray now. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. On 1st and 10, here's Murray. And that'll wind up incomplete. Murray looks to throw again, 2nd and 10. And his throw's going to be incomplete. You're down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off. Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They find themselves down 10-0 early after the interception on their opening drive led to a field goal.
So now they've got to pick up the mantle a little bit. You mentioned the team's down 10. They've helped contribute to that. How are they going to get their team back into this ball game? Run the offense that you think is going to be effective and execute it at a high level. And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
Now a carry for White. He'll be taken down at the 48. Luck going to try to run the option left. And he'll get it across midfield and down into Cardinal territory. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. They'll try to pick this up on the ground with White. Boy, no chance. They'll run with Snell to begin the drive. And now where are they going to mark him here? Now Snell. And he was very fortunate there. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. Here's Snell on 3rd down. And he's going to lose yardage back to his own 1-yard line.
They've got to do a better job up front and create some space because they're right there, almost literally on their own goal line.
Just a couple of feet away from a safety. That could have been disastrous. Luck on 1st down. It's caught. This is White. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and it'll be a 2nd down. That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Funches has it complete. He's got a first down or more inside the 30. 15 yards on the play. 1st down. The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit, but how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big. Again, Luck. He's got White here. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. The Colts with a first red zone opportunity of the ball game. It's 1st and 10 at the 14. Throwing his Luck. He's got his tight end O'Shaughnessy. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. On 2nd down, they'll run with White. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. The Colts on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. To throw is Luck. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line.
My mindset is we've got them now, and that's why they dialed up the blitz and got after them.
But occasionally, you want to pass it on 3rd and 1. I mean, not a lot for sure, but sometimes just to keep the defense
go along with the game because you don't want them to just say, oh, 3rd and 1, we know exactly what they're going to do. But in this situation, as an offensive lineman, as a running back, I'd want to know why I didn't get the football.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battles.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And he's brought down after a very nice gain. On first down, Bond. And they'll get him down here at about the 42. Throwing on 2nd and 3. Murray. And that'll be incomplete. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. To throw, it's Murray. Buying time to his left. Throwing on first down is Murray. And that is incomplete.
Check. Yeah, let's get sack lunch. Anyway, kill. Turn up. Kill.
Play action. Now it's Murray. Murray fighting. Lost the football. And the Colts pick it up. And the possession is theirs.
All the receivers in their patterns, it's going to be hot routes. If they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback, they've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance.
The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. To throw is Locke. Campbell making the catch. Could we get a touchdown in this first half after all? It's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Locke. Toward the end zone.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
Again, Locke. And that is incomplete.
Of anyone running a curl route is to make sure you try and get defenders on your back and shield them away from the football. But sometimes even when you run a good route, the defense finds a way to knock it away.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. A lot to get to here as some of the division races starting to take shape as we look around the NFL here in week number 7. We'll begin up at US Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. And they are seconds away from halftime, all tied in that one. From there, we'll head down to the Big Easy. Check on the Saints at home at the Superdome. And they've got the lead in that one over the visiting Atlanta Falcons. The Saints locked in a tight one, but this is a game you feel they've got to have. Finally, let's get down to Houston. Check on the Texans at home at NRG Stadium. And they've got the lead in that ball game over the visiting 49ers. Will Fuller, a touchdown reception. Overall selection, Kyler Murray, who put on an absolute show. His guys have the lead at the break as we get back up to Lucas Oil Stadium and hand things over to Brandon Godden.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects. And they've had an ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace.
On first down, Bond. Play fake, Murray. Now he lets it go deep for Kirk. And he almost had it defensively. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Throwing now is Murray. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned. Because some teams script to start a half, and sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Now this one complete on the slant route. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They run the counter. It's Carter. Throwing on second down. Luck. It shows you right there, he can do more than just cover in the secondary.
The evolution of position has really been significant, hasn't it? Because a lot of teams no longer have a free safety, strong safety designation. They just have safeties. So wherever the ball is, one can be close to the line of scrimmage, one can be deep, and vice versa. On that play, how about that tackle we just saw? Pretty nice. No, for some reason, it seems to work better when you throw it downfield or you can move the ball downfield running it that way, doesn't it? But in this case, if you're the defensive guys, you're energized.
So 2 plays with only negative yardage to show, and now it's 3rd and 16. Here's Locke. And this will be broken up and incomplete. Now a penalty flag down, and they may be going backward here. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. To throw, it's Murray. And that'll be incomplete. Incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Open man is Kirk, complete. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure.
2nd and 5 now. Murray firing quickly here, and that's complete. Murray now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Now a throw for the left sideline, and he's got it. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Murray now forced out to his left, and he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. Out of the gun, here's Murray. He's got it. Seals-Jones, touchdown Cardinals. Ricky Seals-Jones, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Cardinals push further out in front. A good, sustained drive there in this 3rd quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Love. And the catch made by Hilton. From the gun on 3rd down, Love. And he gets it to Funchess, complete. 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Luck throwing again. Back to throw. Luck. Complete to Hilton. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a 1st down.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
T.Y. Hilton, the intended receiver. But it'll be 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's Luck. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Emmanuel Ogbah. Luck and the Colts looking for something big here after the sack. This is 3rd and long. A shotgun snap for Luck. And that is incomplete.
Launched by the quarterback, you throw up the opposite hand and match that hand with the QB, and oftentimes you're able to knock it away, as we just saw there.
They'll run with Snell. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the drive.
That type of run makes for a better night for him and his teammates, doesn't it? To be able to produce this late in the game.
And he coughed it up, and the Colts pick it up.
And they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score gain, so hold on. That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. Luck on 1st down. Catch made here by Campbell. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Throwing again is Luck. Over the middle, hauled in by Campbell. A gain of 11 that time, and a Colts 1st down. Luck going to bring him up 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. To the air again, Luck. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. They'll fake it. Now Luck. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
At the start of the game, passing game was a little bit of a mess, but he's back on the horse, so to speak.
Love seeing how someone can rebound from a slow start or a tough start. It means that they're strong mentally.
Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
On 2nd and 12, Murray, and this one incomplete. The Cardinals on 3rd down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd down and 12. Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. Andrew Luck and the rest of the Colts offense ready to take over. With his guys trailing here in the 4th, he can ill afford a repeat of the interception.
2 scores down, you take it upon yourself now to play perfect or near perfect football if you want to get your team back into the game. But it's also tough to do when you're trying to avoid errors, yet still play perfect football.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Throwing is Luck. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Sacked by Yannick Ngakoue, the former Maryland Terp.
Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Vernon Hargraves with a pick. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line.
Now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
Now he lets it go deep for Kirk, and that is incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. On 2nd down, it's Snell. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more 1st down to help salt this one away. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down.
Yeah, and that was because of the pass interference call, but for a second there, I thought maybe they'd gotten a look at my appearance as Othello in the high school play.
And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Back to throw it, Murray. And this is going to wind up incomplete. Now Murray off play action. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And intercept. Maybe the turning point they need. Here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it.
To throw is Lott.
But when you hit him on the move like that, he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam. Boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. And excellent. The Cards get to him here. Yannick Ngakoue in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. To try again after the sack. Luck. It's caught by Funchess. Whether it's a touchdown or a field goal, whatever it is, they need to score quickly here on 1st down. Now Luck. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Murray's going to look to throw this thing. He's got a man, complete. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
Offense.
The ball's got to come all the way back.
So that's an explosive play, a really explosive play that gets wiped out, and they have to start over after the penalty.
Wide open receiver complete. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down.
Defense.
Now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. So it's a win here for the Arizona Cardinals, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So for Arizona, they remain as hot as anyone, 6-0 now through the first month and a half. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Indianapolis, they dropped just their 2nd game so far as they fall to 5-2. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to Houston to take on the Texans. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what?